Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're on our next part of the Elden Ring walkthrough. I do apologize if you hear some noise because we're currently having some work done in my house, so yeah, you might hear some background noise. So this episode we're gonna go ahead and beat two dragons. Trust me, they're both gonna be pretty easy, alright? And we might even beat Market the Fell Omen. But before that, some things we need to do. I don't know what that was. First things first. These three gold pickled foul feet we want to just have in our offhand for when we beat the dragon. So this is where the dragon will come. The first dragon. Trust me, it's a lot easier than you'd think. It might be a little bit difficult for your first playthrough, and I have to admit, our health isn't that good. But I'm sorry, you probably wouldn't be able to hear me that. So right now, it might be a little bit more difficult because our health isn't good. But with our weapon, I think it's gonna be possible. And technically speaking, this is the only dragon we're going to have to fight out of the two. The other one is pretty much just a freebie. Oh, I can't believe I missed that. So just slash at its head. So this is Flying Dragon Agio. Wow, I am missing my dodges like crazy. So now he's probably gonna do a fire attack. Yep. So just hop on Torrent and completely just dodge that attack. You wanna play very passively and reactively here. And if it's a little bit difficult to go for his head, you can always slash at his feet and get a bleed off. Also works pretty well. Just not as well as like his head, because his head is the weak point. See? And down he goes. I immediately just use a gold foul pickled foot or whatever it is. So that was only 6,000 runes, which granted isn't that much. But we did this mostly for like the 7,000 runes, as that is like 1 or 2 level ups. But also for the Dragon Heart, which is super useful since we're doing a Strength Faith build. Some Dragon Communion spells aren't that bad. My god, what is up with my frame rate? I changed some settings just to make the game look a little better, but then I realized that the game wasn't loading alright, so I changed it back to be mostly performance based. 1 second, someone's calling me. I'll just, yeah. Sorry about that, guys. I had a call to pick up. So, now that we've dealt with that dragon, we're gonna head over to Farum Great Bridge. So now this next dragon we're gonna kill, it's gonna give us a lot of runes, right? Oh wait, we probably should have gone to a different side of Grace. No, but this dragon we're gonna kill is gonna actually be like a pretty easy kill. Like, you don't even have to be good at the game. You just have to like hit it a bunch of times. And with blood grease and a bleed weapon, trust me, it's gonna go by really fast. So the first thing you want to do is have blood grease ready. You won't need to heal. You won't need to do anything. Just come here. And some people will suggest hitting its tail or its legs. This is a big dragon, right? Really good rune farm, or like really good place for early runes. So some people tell you to hit its legs. Personally, I prefer to go up in between here. And I know it's a little bit more difficult because of how weird the hitboxes are, but I mean it works. And we have enough blood grease. So just pop this, and so about 1.5 stamina bars we inflict bleed. So just keep this up. It's gonna be pretty boring, I'm not gonna lie. You do want to be a little bit careful though, because there is a chance that a dragon will come up behind you, because the way you're supposed to do this boss fight is that there's 5 separate dragons. Each one is worth a fifth of this big dragon's health, and you're supposed to take them down like that. But obviously this dragon has its own little health bar, so we'll just keep on wanking at this. Might notice that our blood grease has run out, so we're just gonna reapply that. At half health, nothing really happens, but we've gotten her down to like almost half health, which is always good. If you keep on falling off, you can try and come closer to the wing and start hitting here. But there's a high chance that your hits will like deflect. So I say in about 5 or 6 bleed procs, this dragon would be dead. And if you want, you can use the skill. I never really had to. It's just a little bit easier to just whack at the dragon. Once again, blood grease has run out. It's no big deal. This is one of the main reasons why we got so much blood grease. Alright, and the moment you see the health bar hit 0 and it sort of kind of does this, pop a golden pickled foulfoot. Or just pop it when it starts to fade. You get a lot of rune. That's over 100,000 runes that we just have. And I know you might want to put it all into faith, you might want to put it all into strength. What we're gonna do is just kind of hit like some of the points where we need to, we're just gonna mostly put it like to get 22 strength, 22 faith. There we go. And then we're gonna put just the rest. Oh wait, 18 strength, 20 faith, and I'll put the rest of it straight into vigor. Because we're looking for almost around 80 vigor by the end of this, so yeah. And now that we've gotten that, we can go ahead and we can fight Margit mostly. There's really nothing else I can think of that we have to do. Especially in like this starting area. Now the thing about Margit is that he isn't actually that tough. He's a sort of like a brick wall to newer players who are newer to the game. But personally, I beat him at like soul level 8, rune level 8, with just a simple bleed longsword, Rogier, and some pretty basic summons, like the wolf summons. He's not that tough. I never got to Castlewood Tunnel. That is kind of weird. But a lot of people will struggle with him because of some of his moves that have incredibly long wind-up time. But personally, after you just get used to them, if you can dodge them once, like some of his larger moves once, you can dodge them every time. That's sort of like my way of thinking when it comes to his moves. Sorry, I think I have some slight blockage. Just gonna run up, get this grace. Not to mention, we have incantations that they're definitely gonna help us a lot. So if you want, you can summon Rogier. Let's do one time just without Rogier, you know? Because, like I said, he isn't that big a deal. But watch this cutscene though. It's pretty cool.
In search of the Elden Ring. Emboldened by the flame of ambition.
Just for this, let's just pop the... activate the skeleton instrument. Put on some blood grease. Oh my god, I'm not dodging any of his attacks. But look at how much damage we do. I know that you're probably thinking, that's not that much damage, that's plenty of damage. Okay, it's not that much, but it's good damage, you know? Plus, we can proc bleed. Our main weapon won't be able to do that, but our main weapon, the Blasphemous Blade, will heal us.
Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins.
See how easy this is. He's not even doing his long wind-up attack. Oh, never mind, he's doing it. What? It's just a +2 as well. We'll get a +5 soon now. We didn't even need Rogier.
I shall remember thee, tarnished, smouldering with thy meager flame. Cower in fear of the night. The hands of the fell omen shall rook thee.
This is a weird thing Elden Ring does. I don't think any other Soulsborne game does this, but the bosses keep on talking after you've killed them. Which is funny, it's really funny. I think by far the biggest offender of this, if you're even willing to call it that, is Sir Gideon the All-Knowing, who despite being just a lowly tarnished like yourself, when you kill him he keeps on talking for like 10 minutes or something. It's not that long, but it's pretty long and it's hilarious. Then you have bosses that make sense like Margit, because we didn't kill Margit actually.
Come over here.
He's just a sort of like a projection.
It's tightly booked. The guards you breathed.
So here's the thing. You can take that, that's like a safer route. However, like, let's just make this fast, because in Stormveil, like the only thing I can really think that's useful is the Godskin prayer book, which,
Well, but of course.
you know, it's the Godskin prayer book, so we're gonna get that. We can also just get that just as easily, just by going through here. Yeah, the difference is a lot more running. So be careful, they're gonna hit you with so many ballista bolts. Just run past everything. Don't bother killing everything. We'll get a grace pretty soon. There's also gonna be a pretty tough enemy just hiding out. There he is. That's a lion. Trust me, you do not want to fight that thing. That is a very, very tough enemy. So this is where we're going to go a little bit later, but we're going to get this grace just to make it a little bit easier to traverse the castle. There's nothing of too much worth anywhere else. There's a Crucible Knight, so we'll definitely be ignoring that. God, I hate Crucible Knights. Ignore the Beast. Grab the Trima's Lily. Run past these guys. Ignore the flaming explodey ballista bolts that they're gonna have now, because yes. Run past this dude. Run past these guys. Run past the dude with the flamethrower. The other dude with the flamethrower, but grab this. There's an omen there that we're just gonna straight up ignore. And we're just gonna grab this painting. There's no real use to paintings. I never really use any of them, but they're nice to have. Plus they look nice. Yeah, I definitely have some blockage. There's a dog here. Oh, you're kidding me. The omen followed us. These enemies are super tough. Like, they're bosses in their own right. But, stop input reading. Luckily, we have a pretty good weapon with a pretty good Ash of War. They don't drop anything, though. Like, there's a chance you'll get its cleaver, but, like, you don't need its cleaver. You just don't. So we're just gonna grab that side of grace and head on down. There's a whole bunch of loot here, and a good amount of it's not really that good. We're just gonna look for the Godskin prayer book. It's there it is. Go down this hole. There's gonna be a whole bunch of rats here. 1 second. I don't want to deal with rats and other dudes at the same time. I'm sorry. That's actually pretty good. We got 3 items. I don't think that's ever happened to me. Just deal with these rats, you know? They're annoying. No one likes rats. In any Soulsborne game, no one likes them. They're just annoying. So, do we have any stone sword keys? Oh, hold on. What's attacking me? Did you just hit me and then leave? Oh, I see it now. Both of y'all are dead. Once again, getting 3 items per kill, that's not that common. But I think we have a stone sword key. I don't know how many you actually need. I think you only need 1, but we have 2, just in case. Yeah, you only need 1. Actually, we have 2 talisman slots now, so... I mean, the only real talisman we're gonna need is, kind of... We won't really be getting it until a while later. So the Godskin prayer book, like I said, we're gonna use it eventually. So you need 27 faith to use this. This is not gonna be our final seal either. The beast seal is good enough, but it was worth getting. over here, grab the golden rune. Yep. There's a ladder there, but I don't think that leads to anything. So now I'm gonna go fight Godric. Godric is actually, I think, a little bit weaker than Margit, but we can summon for Godric as well. So with Margit, you can summon Sorcerer Rogier. You know, pretty good summon. He kind of tanks for you, does range damage. So if you and your summons aren't enough, Rogier exists. But for Margit, that is. For Godric, you can summon in Nefeli Lu, who is also really good, but not as good in my opinion. So we're also going to be running past some of these really annoying birds. We're going to talk to Miss Nefeli here. And grab a golden seed. Very important you grab the golden seeds. They are rare, and they are very important. Yeah. We're just going to run past everything. Here's the thing about Stormville. You can take the longer path and you'll get a lot of pretty decent items. Or you can take the shorter path and just get to your location a little bit quicker. So that's Godric. Look, we can ignore him for now. If you want, like I said, you can go ahead and fight him without Nefeli. Personally, I want to talk to Nefeli because I don't know if you get this without talking to her, but you get a pretty good talisman. We already got like 7 flasks, that's good. Oh, there she is, there's Nefeli.
Be proud. Well, tarnished, are you? Clearly not one of Godric's lot. I am Nefeli Lu. I'm here by decree of my father. How utterly this grafting of Godric's ill has tainted the very winds. If you intend to I ask you call up the winds run far. I'm certain, father. Apologies. As fellow tarnished down whatever road to.
Okay. I'm gonna grab this. Once again, we're gonna run back to that grace, rest, and we shall fight Godric. Ouch. And we shall fight Godric. Godric himself, like I said, not that tough of a fight, but if you don't have an upgraded weapon, you're gonna struggle. I remember my first ever playthrough, I had gotten to Renala at around a similar time to Godric. So, when I was fighting both of them, I had an unupgraded weapon, and I was just overall suffering. But I upgraded my weapon, beat them both like on my first or second try each. Fun times, really. She's power sensing axes, which is honestly I never understood. I never liked the axe moveset, but you know, fair enough. It's also a pretty cool opening cutscene. The thing about Elden Ring is a lot of people criticize its bosses because they're a little bit you know, they're all kind of unfair. However, they have such cool spectacle, and they all criticize because Elden Ring, and they all criticize Elden Ring because the spectacle doesn't lead to good combat. One second. One second, guys. Hey guys, I'm so sorry. Like I said, they were doing work in my house, and they just called me to help with something. So I kind of had to cut off there. I made sure to die before Godric, but you missed the opening cutscene, which is kind of sad. The thing is, I remember I came back, right? And when he came back, I expected to be dead, but no, Godric was on second phase. Nefeli literally brought him to second phase, and although I don't think she would have beaten him for me, because I would have died to the fire, she probably could have beaten him all on her own. But, yeah. My character actually looks kind of cool. Let me remove this. So I just saw his hair and I realized it looks funny. So, you know, Godric, not really that good. Oh my god. I'll keep his face transition though because it's so cool. Like insult Godric how much ever you want, you have to admit that at the very least, his face transition is one of the coolest. Sorry, my dog. Sam. That's the beagle on my profile picture. Sam. So he chops off his own hand. Kinda questionable.
Truest of dragons.
You know, you're probably wondering like, why did he chop off his hand? He lost an axe. Well, guess what he is gaining instead? He's getting a dragon head for a hand. God, if plastic surgery could do this, you know, just switch out my hand for a dragon head, I'd do it. I'd do it. Just saying, imagine having a dragon head for a hand. How awesome would that be? I know I'm saying this, but the grafted dragon item is pretty bad. So he starts off by doing one of the most punishable attacks a dragon can do, which is that sort of a long sweep. Oh, my belly is cracked. And there we go, we broke my stance.
I am the Lord of all that is golden, and one day we'll return together.
I need my 8,000 runes back.
Bathed in rays of gold.
So the two items you get from his remembrance, and I'll explain both remembrance and great rune bosses really quick. So yeah, you see, two items you get are all are both kind of mid, to be honest. You get the grafted dragon, which is a, you know, it's a fist weapon, so it's not the best, but its Ash of War is kind of cool, and so is its idea. Or you can get Godric's axe, sorry. And Godric's axe is really good for strength builds, but we're a strength faith build, so yeah. Check out inventory. Okay, we have both halves, so that's good. Let's go ahead and find Nefeli. But I'm not gonna deal with this dude. Never mind, I'm not gonna deal with this dude. Let's see if I can talk to Nefeli now. Nope, she's not there. can't fit. I've been actually thinking about what ending I want.
Pathetic excuse for it all. He got what he... I tell you though, he had an ugly heart.
So now you can purchase some things. Really, I don't really see much use in most of these things, but he does give you an Ancient Dragon Somber Smithing Stone if you finish Nefeli's quest, I think. But I've never really had an interest in finishing that quest, so... You know. I've actually been thinking on what ending we want, and I think we're gonna go for the Frenzied Flame ending instead of the Age of Duskborn ending. Don't get me wrong, we'll still get the Mending Rune for the Age of Duskborn ending, but you know, we won't actually go ahead and do it. Because as cool as that ending is, I just prefer the Frenzied Flame ending. I know what you're wondering. Why? Why do you prefer it? And I have a simple reason. Because it's cool. Speaking of which, we might see someone familiar here. Right there. Hi, Irina. Except, it's not Irina? Let us find out, why don't we?
Hello, my name is Hayata. If I might be so, would you donate any sugar? My eyesight has been, but when I eat, it will lead me.
So we're gonna do that.
You are most kind. May the blessing.
Yep. We're gonna replace the normal bell with the As You Wish. I like the As You Wish more. So now you're probably wondering, but that's just Hayata. What happened to I mean, that's just Irina, but what happened to Hayata? I mean, oh my god. That's just Irina. Why is she calling herself Hayata, and what happened to Irina? Well, let's go over here, and if we didn't miss it by beating Godric, we're gonna find out. Did we miss it? Yes, we did miss person circuit, yeah. So she's dead. This is what I was talking about her quest line. Anyways, I think this is one of the more shorter episodes, but we beat 2 bosses. So we're just gonna return back to the round table hold and chill there. Actually no, we beat 4 bosses this episode. So next episode we'll push into Liurnia of the Lakes and start Raya Lucaria Academy. Raya Lucaria is pretty annoying because of all the mages, but it's not too bad.
Greetings, my name is Roderica. Ushered us in this way, the round table hall. I never knew the god, although so I'm still looking for.
So we're gonna talk. We're gonna also do her quest a little bit, but first things first here.
Are you trying to let great anchor until it was shut? The tragic across the far, but the great so it is great. Seek to become the Elden.
So she will give you the remembrance rewards along with some cool drip from some of the remembrance bosses. And it's about time I think I started to explain what different types of bosses there are, right? There's Great Rune bosses, and Remembrance bosses, and then there's normal bosses. So there's 15 Remembrance bosses, and those are like the big boy bosses, you know, like the really cool ones. You'll definitely be fighting, like, we're definitely, I can't speak. We'll definitely fight all 15 of them.
I am known as a Tanai. You now belong.
So yeah. So there's 15 remembrance bosses. We're gonna kill all 15 of them. They're all like I said, the big boy bosses, the dangerous ones, you know, like Godric's one, Morgoth's one. There's a whole bunch of them. I was thinking there's something else we need to do, right? No, not really. So this is the end of this episode. I will see you guys next time. Bye.